say I might a lot, rarely say I will. These words have power and they affect the way I feel. It shows I still have an amount of doubt in my abilities. I am nothing without positivity. But when I endure life's bouts, I can freak out because there's not 100% belief. The negativity starts to seep in. And deep within, I believe I'm 50-50 in life. Maybe I will or won't. Maybe I do or don't. And I find myself in the middle. I add complexities to life's riddles, and I never consider that I'm doing this to myself. I have to take a deep breath and see that doubt creates a space and makes way for the thought that my dreams won't come true. So when a bad day comes, I think I'm through. Now, doubt has won, you begin to limit your visions. Ambition is missing. And all you listen to are the thoughts that make you blue. But is that all there is to you? Just a punching bag that gets dragged? How do you react when you lack the esteem to dream forward when you fail? The idea that you prevail is now non existent, a purpose broken to pieces. Because the poison called doubt has sheltered for seasons. I write this and I feel so ashamed. I've concluded that my doubt is rooted in fear and has polluted my movement. It's been so abusive, excluded from destiny, excluded from my future. I write this to manifest an all out push where I won't resort to the tunnel that takes me down. I will be of sound mind and body. I will calmly react to life stressors because I know I will be okay. My God makes a way and I will follow it with vigor. And I just have to fight till the dreams are in sight. Then I will hold tight and never let go. Watch as I prove it. Watch as I show that my belief yielded action and is gaining traction to everything I prayed for. I will have faith. I will endure with the opposite of doubt. To the top of the mountain, I will stand. The plan is written, so I just have to go get it. My purpose is now. I just have to go live it. Amen. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Pain to Power podcast. I'm your host, Justin Banks, and today's topic discusses something that affects everyone. So here's a question. Are you experiencing doubt? Are you feeling some uncertainties in this chaotic world? Years ago, I started going back to church, and obviously there have been a lot of sermons that I've heard. But for some reason, I keep remembering pastors saying in a sermon that doubt is costly. To have uncertainty about yourself is costly. It's harmful and detrimental to your well being. In this current world and climate that we're living in, it's hard not to doubt certain things. It seems like we're always on the cusp of another conflict, another virus, more violence, high inflation rates, the constant division amongst us as people. And with all this negativity, it can be hard to think that positive things are going to come to you. Take a look within yourself and think about the things you may have doubt about. Could it be your relationships or your job? Maybe it's financial security and this never ending quest for upward mobility. And the worst, in my opinion, is possibly self doubt. Generally, when you doubt yourself, you doubt everything that you're involved in. You always think that you can't, you always think you're not able. And when this episode airs, it's probably going to be after an event that I'll be participating in. Again, if you don't know, I'm a fitness trainer and I really pride myself, on giving every member at our gym the best experience possible. I have this internal desire to want to make another person feel better and just want to do better. I want them to get the results they're so hungry for. I want them to get the results they deserve. So I always push them and challenge them to reach new levels. If there's anyone listening right now that is a member, I want them to know they've been doing amazing and I appreciate every single one of them. Something I also pride myself on, though, is trying to walk that talk. And I've been given such a challenge that has tried to seep doubt into my own thoughts and make me feel like I can't. And that's something I haven't felt in a while. This event I'm talking about is called the Athlete Games, and trainers from across the gym's national franchise can compete in a regional and national competition together. There's a strength and conditioning test I have to complete that 80% failed the first time. And I already failed it miserably last year. My second time is coming up. Something that I'm proud of, though, and something that should also be a lesson to us all, is that failure can create two mindsets. It can either make you believe that you reach your ceiling, or it can make you believe that there is something that I can get better at, and there are new levels for me to reach. Think about the last thing you failed at, and think about which path you chose to walk. I'm glad that I believed in myself, and I chose the latter. And I've been fighting with everything I got to try to complete this test the next time around. 25 unbroken double unders with a jump rope, 50 unbroken push ups, 50 unbroken pull ups, 50 jump squats, 50 burpees, and a half-mile run, all in under 15 minutes. It is insane, but it's also an insane fitness level that I have achieved if I can complete it. But why has doubt tried to step in? I think a lot of the things we want really bad will be attacked sometimes with our worst fears. I think anything worthwhile is probably going to be met with some mental opposition, providing, a myriad of what ifs being used to prevent you from giving your best effort or stopping you from doing something altogether. So as I started training and struggling to get to those 15 pull-ups and push-ups, my fears have consisted of the fear of letting people down. Now, this competition was about me, but I also wanted to inspire people, to go and do the tough things. But not passing would make me feel like I wasn't doing that myself. And when I really sit down and think about this, it tells me that when doubt creeps in, that my thoughts become more and more irrational. In reality, I am attempting something that is very difficult, and I'm giving my all again to something that I failed at. But there are blessings and lessons when you try again. You change your strategy a bit and work things a bit differently. You generally will always get better at something the more that you do it. So while on this fitness journey, by failing forward and not quitting, I still have lost close to 20 pounds. My body fat percentage has dropped from 20% to under 15. So am I where I want to be just yet? Of course not. But if I failed and just doubted my abilities and quit last year, I would have never received the progress that I have right now. So I don't know how things are going to go for me in this competition. I'm like right at the edge of passing or failing at the moment. So I'll give 100% and see how it goes. But regardless, I will not stop until I reach the performance level that I'm after. The only other option will be going backwards. And I just can't do that. I just refuse. I've been fighting too long and hard to stop now. And I know you've been fighting too at something. And I want you to stop either with whatever goals you're going after. Sometimes I think the doubt gets larger when the dreams come closer. When the doubt becomes irrational, it becomes debilitating fear. So let's fight together to remove those shackles and get to where we're supposed to be. I know we can do it. We have to. Now, I know I was saying, a lot of my own self doubt has come from the irrational fears of my past, and it also has been low self esteem. There are plenty more other reasons that doubt tries to creep in, though, and I hope that I can recite some of the reasons that may relate to you. I looked online and even checked out some sermons, and some of the common themes from that research was that doubt can stem from perceptions or comparison to others. The more we compare, the more we underestimate ourselves. We see the vacation pics and the pictures with the filters, and we underestimate our ability to get at that person's quote unquote level. But it is really just the perception of what we think their level is. People lie all the time. And even if they're not, that doesn't mean your time isn't coming in a specialized way for you. But if doubt wins and we become stagnant, then you won't reach that level anyway. This next cause for doubt has been big for me, particularly growing up, and I totally get it. Doubt can stem from the fixation on receiving a particular outcome. If I'm going to be successful, it's going to happen in a specific, particular way. The way success is set up for me and my own mind is perfect. There's no struggle in it. I just make it and I'm good. My family is good for the rest of my life. Nice and simple. Then when life happens, any little twinge or pivot makes you think everything is going to hell. It happens all the time. I think about it for myself. I'm going to be a professional athlete to be successful. Other people are talking about this mixtape is about to explode and I'm going to get a deal. I'm going to get signed and life is forever good. I'm going to do lashes or have my own boutique and get a profit in less than 6 months. Now, let these things not happen in the way that you want. And what happens? Here comes the comparisons. I saw this other person make it successful the way I want it to be, and I saw it on Instagram. How did he make it pro, but I didn't? Then it follows with the irrational thoughts. That was my only chance of making it. My business will never have a huge following. This doesn't work at all. This is a sham. This is a scam. I quit. Sometimes when you're saying I quit, you are just saying I doubt. There needs to be confidence with realistic expectations. Businesses rarely just explode in under a year. It's rare to first make it to professional sports, and then there's the challenge of staying in the league for more than 3 years. And just because you don't make it does not mean success is not in your future. We got to stop comparing ourselves, to some of these people that we see online or these influencers and thinking that things are going so easy for them too. It seems like every month you hear of an influencer committing suicide or suffering from depression. So things aren't always as easy as we think for some of them. There are a lot of things I can call this personal chapter of my life, but the one that sticks out the most right now is to just stay the course. I have specific goals that I've written down and I want to achieve. It may not happen exactly in the way that I want it to, but it doesn't mean that it won't happen. That's just something I had to accept so it can give me some peace of mind. Literally speaking this right now is calming me a little bit because there are things that I'm thinking of that I need to calm down about. I need to have some sense of calm so I don't procrastinate and I can still stay productive to go towards my dreams. I have to put it in God's hands and know that I'm going to be okay. I cannot doubt that success is coming or that success is near. So, right now, and you are hearing me say, I'm letting go. I don't know, that just seems really hard for me to say, but I'm saying it right now. I'm letting go. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to let God do the things out of my control and just release. It's a new skill for sure, but it can be so powerful once developed. I encourage you to fight this good fight with me and do it the same. The last one I'm going to give is a popular one, and it's called imposter syndrome. The belief that you don't deserve any accomplishments. You ever get told by people that they see certain gifts in you, but you don't believe you do, or you don't see those gifts within yourself? Whatever you got, you were just lucky when it happened to you. You're addicted to this belief that you're always lacking. How can I actually be gifted? This syndrome must be let go and eradicated. Why not you? You are gifted. You are powerful and are meant to do great things. In my poem, I said that I'm going to go on this all out push to get towards my dreams. I'm just going to believe I can get it done. There is work that I have to do. There's an education I must learn, but I'm going to do it. And when I do, I'm not going to think that I got these things just because. There's always a grace given to us, but there's always gifts and talents given to us as well. Acknowledge them, grow them, and use them, and don't be surprised when these things bear fruit. You did that. You earned that. You worked for that. Now go receive it. We're no longer going to be shocked that we're good at something. I'm so tired of doing it to myself, and you should be too. Enough with the limitations. I have a shirt that I work out in all the time that says, push your limits. We have to. And like when I say, I always say this when I train, you can and you will. Even if it's not today or tomorrow, we have to work and pray until it becomes our today. So don't feel alone. You're not the only one feeling like this. But I want to flip this around now, and I want to be feeling success with a bunch of people too. I want to be confident around a bunch of confident people. People that have fought the good fight, people that have doubted, but have fought the doubt by knowing their gifts, having patience, and believing we can achieve and accomplish. And I hope that we can congratulate each other as we get these things done. So I'll keep you guys updated on how the athlete games competition goes. It actually starts tomorrow. So I'm excitedly nervous for it. Praying that I pass the test and move on to the finals. But regardless, I'm not stopping. I'm only going forward from this point on. We all are. So meditate and give yourself some positive thoughts. Believe yourself when you're doing something good and do it again. And get up more times than you fall. And when you stand tall, stand proud, and walk forward. We deserve the happiness, so let's all go get it. I pray that you lack doubt from here on out. I pray that you be powerful. Amen.